You run all day. Your mind is a browser with 50 tabs open, all at once. The shopping list, the email you forgot to send, that conversation from yesterday. Did you say the right thing? You worry about a meeting you have tomorrow. You think about your goals, your dreams, the person you want to become. You are so busy planning your life, so busy remembering your life, so busy worrying about your life that you are completely missing it. You feel this deep exhaustion, a tiredness that sleep doesn't fix. It's the burnout of a mind that never stops, a soul that is always somewhere else. You are here, but not really. You are listening, but not really. You are eating, but you don't taste the food. All this effort, all this mental energy you're spending, where is it going? It feels wasted, doesn't it? Like you're spinning your wheels in the mud, working so hard but not moving forward an inch. You feel perpetually behind, even when you're doing everything you're supposed to do. What if the secret isn't to do more, to plan better, or to think harder? What if the secret is to simply arrive? To land right here in the only moment that is actually real? By the end of this video, you know exactly how to find stillness in the middle of chaos and how to make it part of your life starting today. And if you're new here, this is English Made Easy. Our channel helps you learn English in the simplest and most natural way possible through real-life lessons, deep thinking, and meaningful stories. Don't worry if you hear a difficult word. I'll explain it in plain English so you not only improve your language, but your life too. So let's begin. Right now, your mind might feel like a storm. Thoughts are like thunder and lightning, crashing all around. Your feelings are like a powerful, chaotic wind. It feels tumultuous. That's a beautiful, advanced word, tumultuous. Try saying it. Tumultuous. It means something is full of chaos, confusion, and disorder, like a stormy sea or a noisy, panicked crowd. Your inner world can feel tumultuous. And it's no wonder. We live in a world that intentionally makes our minds this way. Your attention has become a product, something to be bought and sold. Every notification, every headline, every advertisement is designed to pull you out of your own life and into someone else's agenda. Your focus becomes fragmented. Fragmented means broken into small, separate pieces. Think of a shattered mirror. You can't see a clear reflection, only tiny, distorted bits of the whole picture. This is what happens to your attention. A piece of it is on your work, a piece is on social media, a piece is worrying about the future. Your consciousness is shattered, and you feel that fragmentation inside as anxiety and a constant low-level stress. The noise isn't just external, it's the incessant chatter in your own head. Incessant means something that continues without pause or interruption. It's a powerful word for that voice in your head that never ever stops talking. It critiques, it judges, it remembers, it plans. It's incessant. So what do you do when you're in a storm? You don't fight the storm, you find an anchor. The common mistake, the one we all make, is to fight. We try to force our thoughts to be quiet. You sit down and you say, "Okay, mind, be silent." And what happens? Your mind gets louder. It's like telling a child, "Don't think about the pink elephant." Suddenly, the pink elephant is the only thing in the room. You try to suppress your worries, to push them down, but they just build up pressure under the surface, like a volcano waiting to erupt. This approach doesn't work. It just creates more struggle, more frustration. You feel like a failure at being calm, which only adds another layer of noise, another layer of self-judgment. The first step isn't to silence the mind. It's to change your relationship with it. You need to stop being the storm and start being the sky. The sky doesn't fight the clouds or the thunder. It just holds them. It allows them to be there, and it watches them pass. This is the art of observation. You need to learn to perceive your own thoughts and feelings without getting lost in them. To perceive just means to become aware of something, to notice it through your senses or your mind. It's a gentler word than analyze or judge. You are not the thought. You are the one who perceives the thought. This is a huge shift. It creates space. It feels like taking a deep breath after holding it for too long. Imagine you are sitting on the bank of a river. This river is the stream of your consciousness. The thoughts, the feelings, the memories, the plans, they are like leaves and sticks and flowers floating by on the water. Before, you were in the river, drowning, being carried away by every single piece of debris. You felt responsible for every stick, every leaf. You felt a sense of culpability for the river's flow. Culpability is a C2 word that means responsibility for a fault or a wrong. It's like a feeling of blame. You blame yourself for having anxious thoughts. You feel culpable for feeling sad. But you are not the river. You didn't create it. Now, with this new perspective, you are on the shore, simply watching the river flow. A sad thought floats by, you see it. Ah, there is sadness. A worry about work floats by. You see it. Ah, there is worry. You don't have to jump in the water and grab it. You don't have to build a dam to stop it. You just notice it. You observe it. This is your first tiny challenge. For the next minute, just sit and watch the river of your mind. Don't try to stop it. Don't judge what you see. Just observe. What's floating by right now? Can you just let it pass without reaching for it? This simple act of noticing is the beginning of freedom. It's the first step to coming home to yourself. But watching your mind can be difficult. The river is strong, and it's so easy to fall back in. The thoughts pull you away. The worries feel so urgent, so real. This is why you need something to hold on to. You need an anchor to keep you firmly in the present moment, on the safe shore. What is this anchor? It's your body. It's your senses. Think about it. Your mind can be in the past, lost in regret. It can be in the future, lost in anxiety. But your body, your senses, they can only be right here, right now. You cannot smell yesterday. You cannot taste tomorrow. You can only see, hear, taste, touch, and smell what is happening in this exact moment. Your senses are your direct connection to reality. They are the language of the present. This is where your English learning and your personal growth become one. We're going to explore the vocabulary of the senses, the words that ground you in the now, that bring you back to this precious, fleeting moment. Let's start with what you can see. Don't just glance at the room you're in. Really look. Allow your eyes to rest on things instead of darting around. Notice the light. Is it a direct, bright light that creates sharp shadows, or is it a diffused, soft light that seems to wrap around objects? Look at the colors. Are they vibrant, meaning bright and full of life-giving energy, or are they subtle, meaning quiet, gentle, and delicate? Maybe the colors are muted, as if a little bit of gray has been mixed into every one. Now, let's go deeper. Look at a single object near you. A book, a cup, a plant. Observe its hue, which is a specific shade or tint of a color. Is the red of that book a deep, rich crimson, or a bright, playful scarlet? Look at its form. Do you see the dark shape of an object against the lighter background of the wall? That's its silhouette. The silhouette is the outline, the pure form. Then notice its texture, even from a distance. Can you imagine what it would feel like? Is the surface of your table smooth and reflective with a soft luminescence? That's a beautiful word. Luminescence is the light that seems to come from within an object, a glow that isn't caused by heat. Or is the table's surface rough, with a visible grain in the wood? A grain is the pattern of lines in the wood. By using these specific descriptive words, you're not just looking, you're engaging. You are pulling your awareness out of the chaos of your mind and placing it onto something real, something tangible, something you can touch. Now, let's move to what you can hear. Most of the time, we tune out the world around us. We live in a cacophony of noise. Cacophony, another powerful C2 word. It means a harsh, unpleasant mixture of sounds. The traffic outside, the hum of the refrigerator, the notification sounds from our phones. It's a wall of noise. But inside that cacophony, there are individual sounds, a whole world to be discovered. Close your eyes for a moment, just for a few seconds. What do you actually hear when you decide to listen? Don't label sounds as good or bad, annoying or pleasant. Just listen to the quality of the sound itself. Can you hear a low, continuous hum from an electronic device? Can you hear the soft murmur of a distant conversation? A murmur is a soft, indistinct sound that you can't quite make out. Can you hear the deep, sonorous boom of a truck passing by? Sonorous means a sound that is impressively deep and full. Perhaps you can hear something with a clear rhythm, like a clock ticking or the steady drip of a faucet. Then listen for the silence between the sounds. The world is not all noise, there are pockets of quiet. Hearing the silence is just as important as hearing the sound. When you truly listen, you're not just hearing noise, you're experiencing the soundscape of your present moment. You are here, you are present for the symphony of the ordinary. Let's explore the sense of touch. This is perhaps the most grounding, most tactile of all senses. Tactile simply means connected with the sense of touch. Your body is constantly in contact with the world, a nonstop conversation of pressure, temperature, and texture. Right now, bring your full attention to this conversation. Notice the feeling of your clothes against your skin. Is the fabric soft and supple, meaning it bends easily and feels gentle? Or is it stiff and coarse? Notice the temperature of the air on your exposed skin, like your hands or your face. Is it a brisk, cool air that makes you feel awake and alert? Or is it a heavy, warm air that makes you feel relaxed and settled? Feel the solid, unwavering pressure of your body on the chair you're sitting in. Feel the solid ground beneath your feet. This is a very powerful anchor. The next time you feel overwhelmed, lost in a storm of thought, I want you to try this. Bring all of your attention to the soles of your feet. Feel them connecting with the floor. Feel the stability, the support. It's an instant message to your nervous system. You are here. You are safe. You are embodied. This feeling of being in your body, it's a visceral experience. And what does visceral mean? It means you feel it deep in your body, in your gut, not just in your mind. It's a physical, instinctive feeling. A visceral sense of calm is much more powerful and lasting than just thinking the words, I should be calm. And what about smell and taste? These are the most primal senses, deeply connected to memory and emotion. Think about the rich aroma of coffee brewing in the morning. An aroma is a pleasant, distinctive smell. or the fresh, clean scent of rain on dry earth, a smell known as petrichor, or the sweet fragrance of a flower. Even smells we might not consider nice can be powerful anchors. The pungent smell of garlic and onions cooking in a pan, a smell that is sharp and strong. The dusty smell of an old book. When you intentionally notice these smells, you are instantly pulled out of your head and into the now. The next time you eat or drink something, make a promise to yourself. For just the first bite or the first sip, commit to being fully present. No phone, no TV, no thinking about your to-do list. Just taste. Put the food in your mouth and notice the explosion of sensation. Is it savory, meaning salty and flavorful, perhaps with umami? Is it zesty, with that bright, sharp, citrusy kick? Is it intensely sweet? Or subtly bitter, like dark chocolate or strong tea? Explore the complexity of the flavors as they evolve in your mouth. You've eaten thousands of meals in your life. How many have you truly tasted? Each meal is a new opportunity to practice, to be present. Using this sensory language is more than an English exercise. It's a mindfulness practice. It's a way of saying to the universe and to yourself, I am here for this. I am paying attention. You start to realize that your life isn't made up of big, dramatic events. It's made up of millions of these tiny sensory moments. The feeling of the sun on your skin, the sound of a loved one's laugh, the taste of your favorite food. When you are lost in thought, you are robbing yourself of the very fabric of your life. So, you have your anchor, your senses. You have the language to describe what you're experiencing. But there's another layer to this. A technique to use when the river of your mind is especially fast and turbulent. It allows you to find stability even when difficult thoughts and emotions arise. It's the practice of naming or noting. This is a very simple, very powerful technique. As you rest your attention on the present moment, you mentally and very softly name what you are perceiving. It's not about creating a story or analyzing. It's about simple one-word labels. Let's say you're anchoring with your hearing. A car drives by. In your mind, you just note hearing. A bird sings outside your window. Hearing. A floorboard creaks upstairs. Hearing. You're anchoring with your body. You feel a familiar tightness in your shoulder. Feeling. You notice the warmth of your hands in your lap. Feeling. A thought about dinner suddenly pops into your head. You don't follow it. You don't get angry at yourself for being distracted. You just label it gently, thinking. Then, like a kind friend, you guide your attention back to your anchor, perhaps the physical sensation of your breath moving in and out. Why is this so powerful? Because it stops you from getting entangled. It creates a critical space between you and your experience. When you feel a strong emotion like anxiety, the mind's tendency is to build a huge, terrifying story around it. I'm feeling anxious. Why am I anxious? It must be because of that meeting tomorrow. I'm going to do a terrible job. I haven't prepared enough. My boss will be disappointed. I might lose my job. And down you go, into a spiral of fear and panic. But with the practice of naming, when that first flutter of anxiety arises in your chest, you just note, anxiety, or simply, feeling. You acknowledge its presence without adding a single sentence to the story. You see it for what it is, a temporary storm of sensation and thought. You realize its ephemeral nature. Ephemeral. That's a truly beautiful C2 level word. It describes something that lasts for a very short time. A rainbow is ephemeral. A butterfly's life is ephemeral. Your thoughts and your feelings, no matter how intense they seem, are also ephemeral. They arise, they stay for a little while, and if you give them the space to do so, they pass away on their own. When you just name thinking or sadness or anxiety, you are reminding yourself that this experience is not a permanent state. It is not you. It is an ephemeral event happening within you. This practice builds a mental muscle of non-identification. It helps you cultivate equanimity. Let's pause on that word, equanimity. Try saying it, equanimity. It means mental calmness, composure, and evenness of temper, especially in a difficult situation. It's not about not feeling things. It's about feeling things fully without being overthrown by them. It's the quality of the deep ocean, which remains still and calm even while the surface is being thrashed by waves. Naming your thoughts and feelings helps you find that deep, quiet place within yourself. You start to see that you are not your thoughts, you are not your emotions, you are not your job, you are not your successes or your failures. You are the silent, spacious awareness in which all of these things appear and disappear. This creates a profound and unshakable sense of peace. The storm can be raging, but you are safe in the eye of the hurricane, calm and untouched. But then, the biggest objection comes up. It's the voice of the practical world. I don't have time for this. I can't just sit on a cushion for an hour every day. My life is too busy. This is for monks, not for me. This is the final, most important misunderstanding to correct. Mindfulness is not something you add to your life, like another chore on your to-do list. It's a way you learn to be in your life. It's not about finding an extra 30 minutes. It's about reclaiming the thousands of moments you are already living, but missing entirely. It's about bringing this awareness into the mundane. The word mundane means ordinary, everyday, sometimes even boring. Our lives are filled with mundane activities. Washing the dishes, brushing your teeth, waiting in line at the supermarket, walking to your car, commuting to work. We treat these moments as in-between time, time to be endured, time to be filled with podcasts or daydreams or worries. We see them as annoying obstacles between the important parts of our day. But what if these mundane moments are not obstacles? What if they are the main event? What if they are all golden opportunities to practice? When you are washing the dishes, you can be lost in thought, your mind miles away, complaining about the chore, or you can practice mindfulness. You can feel the visceral warmth of the water on your hands. You can watch the shimmering ephemeral soap bubbles, each one a tiny, perfect sphere. You can hear the sound of the plate being rinsed clean. You can smell the faint, citrusy scent of the soap. In that moment, you are not just washing dishes. You are fully alive. You are practicing. You are anchoring yourself in reality. You have transformed a chore into a meditation. When you are walking, instead of rushing, feeling the stress of being late, you can feel the rhythmic sensation of your feet on the pavement. You can notice the way your body moves through space. You can look up and perceive the actual color of the sky, the shape of the clouds. You can feel the air on your face. This transforms your relationship not just with chores, but with other people. Think about your conversations. When you are listening to someone, a friend, a partner, a child, are you truly listening? Or are you waiting for your turn to speak? Are you formulating your response in your head while they are still talking? Are you judging what they say? True mindful listening is one of the greatest gifts you can give another human being. It means offering them your full, undivided presence, to listen without an agenda, to just receive their words, to observe their body language, the light in their eyes, the subtle tone of their voice. This is how you build deep, authentic connections. This is how you develop empathy, the ability to truly understand and share the feelings of another. This is what it means to show up for your own life. You don't need more time. You just need to inhabit the time you already have. You start to find a quiet serenity, a state of calm and peace in the most unexpected places, in the middle of a traffic jam, in the silence of your home after a long day, in the simple act of drinking a glass of water. And in this presence, you find a deep, sometimes sad, but beautiful feeling. It can be poignant. Poignant. This word describes something that touches you deeply, creating a sense of sadness or regret, but in a tender, beautiful way. There's a poignant beauty in noticing the small details of life because you realize how quickly they pass, how precious they are. You see a new wrinkle on your parent's face, and you feel a poignant love for them, an awareness of time passing. You watch your child play, completely absorbed in their world, and you feel a poignant joy, knowing this exact moment, this age, this innocence will never come again. This isn't a bad sadness. It's a sadness that comes from love, from paying attention. It's the feeling that makes life meaningful. It's the feeling that inspires gratitude for the here and now, for this one unrepeatable moment. This is the language of mindfulness. It is a language of simplicity, of direct experience. It is a language that brings you home. Home to your body, home to your senses, home to the one and only moment you will ever truly have. This one. The journey isn't about becoming a different person. It's not about achieving a future state of perfect, unshakable calm, a life without problems. That's another fantasy, another place that isn't here. It's about finally, gently, and lovingly arriving in the life you are already living. It's about being willing to be with it all, the joy, the boredom, the pain, the beauty. It's about realizing you were home all along. You just weren't paying attention. It's about building the resilience to stay with your life as it is. And resilience is your capacity to recover from difficulties, to bounce back. Presence is the ultimate source of resilience because when you are fully present, you are not overwhelmed by the story of your pain. You are simply with the sensation of it, and you know, because you have practiced, that it too is ephemeral. It too will pass. This practice gives you something more valuable than happiness. It gives you clarity. Do you know this word? Try saying it out loud. Clarity. It means the quality of being clear, transparent, and easy to understand. When your mind is a tumultuous storm of thoughts, you have no clarity. You don't know what you truly want. You are driven by fear, by habit, by the expectations of others. But when you learn to sit on the shore and watch the river, the water eventually starts to clear. The sediment settles, and you can see to the bottom. You begin to see what truly matters to you. You gain clarity on your values, on your true desires, and from that clarity comes fulfillment. Fulfillment. This is a word we all chase. It means something much deeper than just being happy. Happiness is often dependent on external things, getting the promotion, falling in love, going on vacation. It comes and goes. Fulfillment is an inside job. It is the deep, quiet, abiding sense of satisfaction that comes from living a life that is aligned with your own truth, a life of authenticity. Authenticity means being real, being genuine, being true to your own personality and values. Presence is the doorway to authenticity because it's only in the quiet of the present moment that you can hear the whisper of your own heart. The present moment isn't empty, it's everything. Thank you so much for listening today. For more lessons like this to help you improve your English and your life, please make our channel a part of your daily routine. Listening every day is one of the best ways to learn faster and think deeper. We'll see you in the next one.